Hello, collective. I have admittedly been in hermit mode, protecting my energy, which seems like a full-time job lately. Drop a like if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's like some kind of spiritual war going on right now. And I just got a really loud dream last night, a message from spirit. And then I woke up hearing it again, and I was like, you know what? I just need to do this, I need to deliver this message. So what spirit showed me was, well, it wasn't anything that I saw. I heard there are no accidents, and then there are only drivers, passengers, and pedestrians. And the way I understand it, people who are connected to source, and remain connected to source, and even through the fog, the distractions, the chaos, remain connected with source. They're in the love and the light. They're the drivers. They are really shaping the future and the present, whether it looks like that or not. That's the reality. The passengers are the people that are a little bit more parasitic in nature, because they are kind of living off of the drivers, and they are creating a lot of chaos so that they can siphon energy out of the drivers. This has nothing to do really with how you would think of an actual driving passenger situation, but and then the pedestrians are animals and creatures that are more vulnerable. So you could think of this as a person on a bike or animals. And I know we're animals, but I'm talking about animals that are trying to cross the street, or if you're driving around at night and there are deer in your area, maybe drive a little bit slower so that you can be kind to those animals, because that all matters. And so Spirit was showing me how we get very distracted by what's going on in this mirror, that mirror, in the past, and what's going on in front of us, and all the things that are going on the sides. But that if we remain focused on our destination, right, which is your purpose, whatever that is for you, if it's within the framework of love and light and surrendering to source, then you will get to your destination. You just have to stay super focused on that. And it's become increasingly difficult to do that. So if you remain focused and you check in, and that could be through prayer or going on a hike or sitting under a tree, all good things, or like soaking in an Epsom salt bath. These are things that can bring you back to source, which is inside you, and connect to that. Prayer, I just heard prayer, okay? Prayer for whoever you pray to, or I just have conversations. So that's my form of prayer. Sometimes I do say prayers though. When I feel like I don't know what words to say, I'll say prayer. But most of the time I just have like an ongoing dialogue, or I'll ask for protection, that kind of thing. So anyway, so that was the message from Spirit. But I also pulled some cards. I pulled a card for the current situation for you. And what I got is the Queen of Swords. And what I heard, and Spirit showed me a sword cutting through a sweets of some kind, like a cake or a pie. And I understood that meant you have to cut through something. And it makes sense in the context of what I was just talking about. What you have to cut through is the noise, the spam, the distractions. This is you saying, yes, I resonate with that. Or no, that's not, doesn't feel right to me. This is you deciding what you're going to listen to. I'm hearing, yes, I heard this in my dream too. Conscious scrolling, intentional scrolling. So it's intentional scrolling. So yeah, if it's something that you see on social media, whatever you're looking at, that resonates with your purpose, then that wouldn't count as spam. But if it's something that's coming from some sort of a chaos agent, there's all sorts of them, right? Then that would not be in line with your purpose. And you guys are cutting through that. And then the next card is the Four of Cups. This is all of that stuff that you're hearing all the time. Everything that's so polarizing, it's everywhere. It's one extreme or the other, and it leaves no room for like the gray in between, or any perspective in between. And this is like a discontent with that. It's just like, that's not true. That is a manufactured narrative that does not resonate with me. I understand I'm seeing it in the news, but there's more to it. Like, I'm not buying that. So I'm just like, that's kind of what this is about. But that's why you need to stay away from that stuff as much as possible. It doesn't mean that you don't want to be conscious of what's going on, but it just means that you have to be careful about how much of that you let in, so that you don't lose that connection with source, because that is the thing that is going to get you to your destination safe and sound. Safe and sound. This is in the challenge position, by the way. What's going on with my magnets? Okay, so what I pulled for advice from Spirit, the Star, and this is your connection to the divine, to source, to spirit, to your God, to your greater thing above us, right? That's looking over all of this. This is your galactic people. This is what you must stay connected to, so that you could reach your particular destination, like whatever that might be. So yeah, you got to tap into this. Now, I did get some other messages when I was pulling these cards. Yeah, your truth. Oh, yes. Your processor. So, going back to the Four of Cups for a second, you're wasting your processor. So you're wasting room. I don't know what it's called, in your gigabytes or whatever that is. You're wasting room if you let stuff in, even if you know consciously that you're like, no, that's not for me, but whatever, I'm going to watch it. You are taking up space, and you're slowing down your processor. And your processor is exactly what you need to create with source, to co-create with source. So, right, I forgot about that. Let me just see what other notes I have just in case. Yeah, connection to source. That's like the most important thing. And then the last card I pulled here is Queen of Cups, and that is really what would be the outcome or the trajectory if you do stay connected to source. This is you being in a place to receive and receive all the things that you want. This is not coming from like a lower vibrational mindset or a scarcity mindset. This is you being in a place to receive and accept all of the things that you are calling in, that you are manifesting. Very important to stay connected to source for that. So yeah, that's where you would end up if you do that. So yeah, anyway, please like and subscribe if that resonated with you, and take care of yourselves, and make sure that you stay hydrated and get your rest, and just understand that we are all recalibrating a little bit, because lots of things are going on. For one, Pluto moved, right? Even I know that's huge. And I think that we are all just trying to find our baseline in a very different energetic field, especially if you're watching this. We're probably kind of vibing in the same energetic field. And it's good. It's higher, but it's different. And it's like, going to a higher altitude. You have to develop your lungs to breathe higher up there, and on a cellular level, mental, spiritual, it's an adjustment. So just be kind to yourself and make sure that you get your rest. And I love you very much, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon.